Welcome to today's Strength Conversation. My name is Jane Liebecker. I'm coming from Seattle, Washington, and I am an Eddie Villa certified coach specializing in the Clifton Strengths.
Awesome. My name is Manetta Fields. I joined Jane as a Eddie Villa certified coach, and we absolutely love using the Gallup Strengths Assessment as an incredible tool in our coaching business. And today we have joining us.
I'm Lane Adams, and I am a newly Eddie Villa certified coach focusing on strengths, and I love it, and I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So we're just going to jump right in and ask you to share what your dominant domains are.
My dominant domains are strategic and executing, and that means that I love to do everything in a way that honors my desire to think, create, and learn, and make sure things get done the right way.
Love it. So how'd you learn about strengths?
Well, I've always been into thinking and learning about people and how we learn and all of that. So I've done a lot of the different kinds of assessments for personality types and learning styles and all of that. So this was just another one that popped up at some point. And so a friend was actually doing a little, she had someone from her work coming to do a workshop. So I took the assessment, and at that time, I'm pretty sure I just did my top 5 and went to this all-day workshop, and it was amazing. And then I couldn't stop. So there you go.
So how did it feel?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
When you learned about your strengths, how did that feel?
Oh, when I took the assessment, immediately it just felt it was very revealing. Like I was looking in a mirror, but I didn't really know. I didn't have words for the things that I knew about myself necessarily. And so for me, it was fascinating and fascinating also to see how other people had similar or different strengths, and just how we could see that. We had words for it and ways to talk about it. So it was very exciting and interesting to me.
Awesome.
So we're talking to you today about your learner strength.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that in your top 10?
That's my number 1.
Awesome. And so for those who may not know how Gallup describes what a learner strength is, I'm going to read their description. It's people exceptionally talented in the learner theme have a great desire to learn and want to continuously improve. The process of learning, rather than the outcome, excites them. Would you say that's how you feel about learner?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I love learning, and I've always loved school. And so I always loved learning, and I never really understood people that, even adults that say, oh, I hated school. I always think, oh, that's so sad.
I know.
But now I understand a little bit why.
Yeah. So learner is your number 1.
Yes.
What is your anchor strength, your number 5 strength?
Yes. So my number 5 strength is input. So that's interesting.
Yep, love it.
Yes, indeed. So can you give us an example how you use your learner strength?
Sure. For me, everything is about learning. Since it's my number 1, I don't actually think about it. It's just how I do everything. And it's very easy for me to learn, and I love the process of it. And so for me, I always say, and I never really understood why, but now I do, that I'm a convention junkie. Like I would go to conferences and conventions all day long if I had the time and money to do so. And I just soak it in. And so I absolutely love that. I love the process of it. And so that's one obvious thing that I can notice about myself with my learner. And I'm always learning. Like if I'm somewhere, I say, like if I have to go and sit through anything, for me, it's not boring because I'm going to learn something, because I'm going to. That's just I'm going to. It's not an option. So I never feel like I've really wasted time, because I will find something that I learned.
Oh, so cool. So we know your number 1 is learner. and number 5 is input. So how does your input influence your learner?
Yes, I think my input is a gift to my learner because my learner can get out of control and I can just like want to learn everything and like spend the time needed to learn everything because you're never finished learning. But my input helps me know that I can just grab a little bit of it and be okay with stopping at that point, because I do have it with me and I can put a little marker there. And if I ever need to go further, I can, and I know that I can. So it helps me honestly, like say, nope, you don't need to know any more about that right now. And I can do that. But if I didn't have my input at all, I think it could be a problem. So I'm really thankful for my input. Yes.
Love that. Love it. And so you like what about your learner strength?
I like that I connect with people through Learner. Although I don't have really a lot of relationship building strengths in my top, I do connect with people by learning about them. And so I also love that we were camping a few weeks ago and we were talking, somebody brought up something and I didn't know this person at all, except that we were camping and they were there. And then she asked a question and then I had some information. Then she asked another question. I had more information and she said, wow, you have a lot of information about that. And she was genuinely interested, which was good. So I am a little self-aware about that. We can go on and on. So that's what I love about it, because I'm able to engage with people because I have a lot of information in my head that connects with lots of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
So Lane, what would you say to somebody who's sitting on the fence about taking the Clifton assessment?
Oh, I think they should definitely take it and they should do all of it because as I said, I think I did my top 5 first. And you think you're saving a little bit of money. It's just a small amount, really. And then once you learn what's right there and you knew it all along, but you didn't have words for it, like you know it, but you just can't put your finger on it. When you take the strengths assessment, you realize it, and then you realize you need to know more, a little more. And then you also need to know what the things you don't have to do. So you really need to understand all of your strengths. So do it the right way the first time and just do the whole thing. And you'll be so glad that you did. But definitely chat with someone who understands the strengths, because I've run into a lot of people recently that did it because they had to through work or something and then never did anything else with it. And they said, oh, I never knew what this was about. So
Yeah.
I encourage people to do it. Don't wait.
That's
Do it.
awesome.
Get a coach to walk it through
Mhm.
with you, through it with
Mhm.
you, so you understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This
Well,
is great. Thank you, Lane.
Yes. Well done. Thank you, Lane. We really enjoyed learning from you today.
Yeah. Oh, good. Awesome. Thank you very much. It was fun.